A lot of people have been congratulating me and sending me messages and shit about the 5-year anniversary of If You're Reading This and shit. And, you know, I look on socials and I see like producers and, you know, other people that were involved with the artists, and they get to talk about how proud they are of the shit, you know. And, you know, it's different for me. It's pretty much taboo for me to even talk about it. You know, I pretty much try to act like it don't even exist. The biggest project of my entire career, right? And that's pretty strange, but unfortunately, you know, I don't have the good memories about it that everybody has. You know, my good memories were all murdered, you know what I'm saying? Like the day Meek Mandela, you know, y'all buying that bullshit since he came out of jail, like he's whatever. But the day he, you know, put my name out there, you know, and it just blew up my whole spot. And, you know, that shit just fucked everything up for me, bro. And it's so crazy because, man, it not only did it mess that up, but in the confusion of that shit, you know, me and DJ Drama and Cannon, like that whole side, our ties were severed because of that shit, because it was just so much confusion and everybody was trying to find out whose fault was it and this and that. Like, y'all just don't know what them phone calls was like. Y'all just don't know what them text messages was like. Like, y'all don't know what that pressure was like. It was a lot. It was hot. And that's one of the biggest things I regret was fucking up that relationship with them, because in the end, that nigga Drake and Meek, them niggas is best friends now. They watch basketball games and they do shows and shit together, you know? So it's just like, what the fuck was that even for? What the fuck was all of that for? You know, like all the stress that it caused, you know? And I know everybody else is able to move on because everybody else's careers was established and shit. But my career wasn't established. And I was looking at that If You're Reading This moment, you know, at the time when I did it, I'm coming not fresh off, you know, 3 years ago I was dropped, and not for my publishing deal, but I was dropped as an artist, and I'm working these bullshit ass jobs. I'm working Publix, I'm working Target, I'm working factories and warehouses, I'm working, you know, different temp agency gigs. And then If You're Reading This came, and it's like, oh shit, my life is about to change, you know? And, you know, it's just crazy how the best moment of my life, you know, after a tweet turned into like one of the most stressful moments of my life, you know? So, you know, I envy all the other producers, artists, writers, whatever involved that get to just look at it in a good light, because it wasn't a good light for me. It was hell for me after that shit, you know? And 5 years later, you know, still trying to shake that shit, but it is what it is. Glad y'all enjoyed it. It's whatever, man. I'm trying to move forward.